According to Stephen R. Shaw, Amelia H. Wu, and Shano Vallow in their article, Tourette Syndrome, a Primer for School Leaders, they say that often the social and emotional consequences of the behavior problems associated with TS are more impairing and disruptive than the tics themselves. Tics have the greatest impact on children's social relationships and self-esteem between the ages of 7 and 12. Students with TS are at a greater risk for having poor peer relationships and becoming withdrawn and aggressive. Having these bad behaviors can cause unpopularity with other students and teachers. However, the intelligence test scores for students with TS are generally normal, so academics are not the problem. Students with Tourette syndrome who have hyperactivity have greater difficulty staying seated and staying still. They are also more inattentive and impulsive. They tend to have difficulty attending to teachers, are easily distracted, have difficulty concentrating, need extra supervision, and often act before thinking. Students with Tourette syndrome may have difficulty completing tasks, sticking with an activity, organizing their work, and waiting their turn, and they frequently call out in class. Phobias and panic attacks are additional problems for students with TS. Students with TS may have severe test anxiety. Finally, physical tics, especially if they are severe, cause three main types of problems in school. First, rapid eye blinking, eye gazing, and head jerking tics may interfere with reading or writing because the student has difficulty keeping their eyes on task. Second, tics may result in bullying by the student's peers, especially when the student has leg tics that affect walking. Third, teachers may misinterpret the tics as deliberate misbehavior and discipline the students for actions that are uncontrollable. Designing these lesson plans for these students are very, very hard. The best approach is to individualize action plans to address the most problematic symptoms for each student. Some of these accommodations include release times. A private place and scheduled time to allow the student to have tics without embarrassment can be helpful. Regularly scheduled exercise. Exercise helps students burn off high levels of energy and improve symptoms of anxiety. The environment. Making changes to the school environment may reduce the triggers to tics. When possible, work with parents and students to identify and eliminate triggers in the school environment. Social skills training. Social skills can include not only making friends and resolving conflicts, but also talking with adults, following rules, taking tests, and studying individual or group counseling. The school should develop effective relationships with the parent and medical professionals. Testing accommodations. Students who have special education or Section 504 plans should have specific testing accommodations. Some appropriate accommodations include taking tests alone, having extra time for tests, and performing relaxation exercises before taking the test. However, one of the first steps a teacher should take is research. They can find a lot of research on the New Jersey Center for Tourette Syndrome's website. This website says, collaborative relationships within the education community will facilitate understanding of Tourette syndrome among students and teachers and will create a learning environment that supports the social and emotional and intellectual development of all students in the classroom. This understanding will enhance the development of teacher-parent collaborations and ultimately enhance the learning environment. This center is also taking many steps to helping people understand Tourette syndrome. This first step of collaborating is research, and this center provides that. We as teachers need to collaborate with other teachers, the students, staff of the school, including the special education teacher, the guidance counselor, the school nurse, and the janitor for those special times the student goes into another room to control the tics. The community is also someone we need to collaborate with. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's website says, living with TS can impact a person's health, education, employment, family relationships, and friendships, and has wide-ranging impact on their physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Children with TS often need many health care visits, special education services, medication, and psychological and behavioral counseling. We as teachers may need to be in contact with any outside healthcare professionals like the student's doctor and therapist. On a website entitled learnalberta.ca, under medical and disability information for classroom teachers, it lays out a couple of suggestions for collaboration. A few of these are, you can meet with the student and parents early in the school year to discuss how the school can support the student's needs. If the student is also taking medication during the school day, you can discuss the parents for possible side effects and also talk to the school nurse. Also, you can collaborate with the school and/or jurisdictional team to identify and coordinate any needed consultation and services. Also, you should consult the healthcare providers, such as school or community health nurses, as this may be helpful. Also, develop a system for sharing information with relevant staff members about the student's condition and successful strategies. Your awareness needs to begin with conversation with the student's parents.